Mosman's built heritage comprises a multitude of fine houses, both new and old, small and large. The different kinds of houses can often be seen together within a single field of vision. Functionalist and international styles ushered modern architecture into Mosman, often in designs by respected architects. This house, for instance, was designed by Adrian Ashton. But a great many modern buildings express their conservative or traditional origins, like the Philip Morton Housing Commission flats, which are one of only two such complexes in Mosman. Morton was a local state member of Parliament. These Raglan Street townhouses, which are more recent, also echo traditional terrace house living, but in a garden courtyard context. More recently still, buildings such as this residence in Cardinia Road display the traditional feature of the hipped roof. In marked contrast, many designers now employ new construction techniques such as reinforced concrete to exploit difficult sites, often with dramatic and beautiful results. So, it's quite clear that Mosman's built heritage encompasses the whole range of architecture, past and present. One way of thinking about heritage is to ask the question that if all the buildings of Mosman were to disappear, except those that are listed as heritage items, would those listed ones exemplify what we love about Mosman's character? Tomorrow's heritage will have several aspects. The first is the building stock that survives from the past. We seek to identify the houses that illustrate Mosman and cherish them and their natural settings as well. The second aspect consists of the new houses of today. Just as for old buildings, the community eventually will have to evaluate even houses like this and decide whether they might be vital parts of the heritage of Mosman. The third aspect will be the way we insert new architecture into the context of the old. Very often, this will mean making an old building suitable for today's use. This, for example, shows a new attic story inserted into a Queen Anne-style house so carefully that it is almost indiscernible. In this scene, the new work echoes the older work that adjoins it, without exact copying, so that its newness is evident. The fourth aspect of tomorrow's heritage is what is called infill, inserting a new house into an existing setting without compromising the character of the original. Here, the original is Tregoid in Raglan Street, an arts and crafts house designed by Jefferson Jackson, where, beside the old Tregoid, a modern residential structure has been built. It was designed as a pavilion or separated component, which reflects, without copying, the design of the original. Other examples of infill are these new semi-detached houses successfully inserted in a traditional streetscape. The carports complement the conservative design. This is another example of a new carport designed so as to respect the character of an older house and be subservient to it. The carport sits lightly on the site and does not conceal or compromise the form and detail of the house. One of the most significant qualities of an existing context is scale, that is, comparative size. If the new insertion is too big, it is likely to be out of scale and likely to dominate the smaller sizes of the buildings adjacent to it. When a new building is built in an existing setting, its scale is one of the most difficult things to manage. In this streetscape, the new house on the left is out of scale and overpowers the older residences which are its neighbours. Fences should be sympathetic in scale too. They provide visual links between the houses and also form part of a streetscape. A fence should not dominate or obscure the street scene, but should complement the architecture of the residences. In conclusion, this is the message of heritage. As a community, we must critically examine the wonderfully rich resource of Mosman's built heritage and determine which ones we want to keep, and then take the appropriate steps to secure their future. This applies alike to old houses and to the newer ones, which, with the contexts of streetscape and seascape to which they belong, represent the character of Mosman. It is because of the work of architects and builders and homeowners for more than 150 years, and also because of the careful management of building regulations by the council, that Mosman has the character and beauty that we enjoy every day.